Let's go back to Norm Kemp, Brad Lamb, and Dr. Drew Pinsky. Dr. Drew, I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, the story I agree with Norm, actually, believe it or not. The story you dragged out about the man eating the marijuana cookie could just as easily be a drug withdrawal syndrome from the prescription drugs he was taking. In fact, the cannabis may have just been incidental. Now, I'm not saying cannabis is not associated with psychotic episodes. I'm not saying that the forensic pathologist is not right. There are human consequences from this drug. But that has nothing to do with the argument about whether it should be legal or illegal. It's just the facts about the relationship with the drug.
Dr. Drew.
Nancy.
I really appreciate Dr. Drew on call. I do. I'm a big fan. But you're in our house now, all right? So you can't just throw out a fact
you don't get to talk.
Okay, Norm, just try to get it out of your system so I can address Drew on this. Dr. Drew, you can't just throw out a fact unless you have backup for it. Now, do you have any evidence that this man that just guns down his wife in front of his children was having withdrawal from some other drug?
In the police report that you say is the factual matter that you've taken off the internet, there were empty pill bottles found in his room. And the fact is, he may have, there's a common thing right now is that people are being dismissed from their medical care because they get carried away with their opiates and their benzodiazepines. They go into withdrawal. And in fact, they use pot to try to deal with the withdrawal from the prescription meds.
To Justin Fryman, let's try to get the facts here, because there's an empty pill bottle in his room does not mean that he killed her. I want to see Dr. Drew, please, because he's having a medical withdrawal from drugs, all right? Nothing in this police report that I also have says that he was coming down from withdrawal. Nothing. You, Dr. Drew,
why do they mention the empty bottles then, Nancy? They empty as evidence. The empty bottles are presented as evidence. Why do they mention that then if it has nothing to do with the story?
Because if you're familiar with police reports, and especially in homicide cases, they write down every single thing that they can that may be involved in the case. In this case, there's nothing to suggest that the pill bottles had anything to do with this.